Moments like the AEW Dynamite New Year's Smash event for December 31st of 2025 to review, obviously, today. That main event between Willow, Nightingale, Mercedes, Moné. Those types of, that type of moments, like I see with last Wednesday night, make me, I'm proud a fan of the GOAT, Mercedes, Moné. Oh, she's not the GOAT, Lucas. She ain't this, she ain't that. Well, guess what? I don't give a fuck about your opinion. It's my own prerogative opinion, bruh. It really is, to say the least. But anyways, welcome everyone to your AEW Dynamite December 31st New Year's Smash 2025 review on AEW Dynamite for this week, the last week, just at this point, to say the least. Today being your Tuesday, December, jeez, it's no longer December, Lucas. Get your head out of your ass. Not even 2025 anymore. With your AEW Dynamite review for your Tuesday, January, let's say it's the 5th. No, today's the 6th. So January 6th of 2025. Or 2026. I can't even get the fucking year right, man. Welcome everyone to your AEW Dynamite review, to say the least. I know I'm very late. It's not quite a week after a Dynamite last week, but I had a lot of fucking moving to do, ladies and gentlemen. I'm moving life once again. Probably will tomorrow. That's why I'm not doing a review tomorrow, like I originally wanted to do, but still, I had to remove again, all over Syracuse, New York. Hopefully this will be the same place for at least 6 months, hopefully, knock on wood. Can't really knock on wood or anything right now, because I'm not even in there close to a thing for a wood, to say the least. But still, welcome to your Dynamite review. And as always, Lucas C. Allen Productions on YouTube, and on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, Lucas C. Allen. Follow me out on social medias. As you're watching on YouTube, say hit the like button on today's podcast. Hit the subscribe button if you've done so already. Turn the bell if you have post notifications when upload on YouTube. And always leave a comment like my AEW Dynamite New Year's Smash December 31st, 2025 review, to say the least. Watch on Spotify, do the same thing. There's also a 5-star rating as well in comments, to say the least. Now let's get right into your Dynamite review, shall we? I felt it was a decent show, to say the least. Not like barn burner, but classic show, to say the least. Great end and a very even better main event. Let's discuss the Mercedes Moné stuff in the later of the show, man. And my goodness, man, that main event match was freaking great. Whether I think of the outcome or not, I don't care, man. That match was freaking great. We're gonna discuss this all right now, though. Just top performance, to say the least. Nothing to discuss Mercedes right now. Discussing MJF, Maxwell Jacob Fried, the reigning defending AEW World Champion. Arrived to review his brand new Triple B AEW World Championship. He mocked the whole AEW roster until he was interrupted by Kenny Omega on a titantron, calling his shot for the future World Championship match. Which I absolutely fucking love that, by the way. Teasing that stuff, to say the least. Also, Hangman at a Page and Swerve Strickland then arrived, and the crowd security stopped them from getting into the ring as MJF refused to fight either one of them until they earned their shot at the championship. MJF escaped while Page and Strickland took down security. Swerve and Hangman promised to get their world championship back, even going through each other to win it. Samoa Joe, the reigning defendant, will have the AEW World Trio. She is a former AEW World Champion. Appeared on Titantron with Hook and Powerhouse Hobbs to threaten pain upon his enemies. Swerve and Hangman agreed to fight Hook and Hobbs next week in a lights-out match on Dynamite. Just tomorrow, to say the least. I absolutely love to start your Dynamite show. Give it an A-. I want to say it set the tone later on in the show. Definitely did not. We don't done one of these people I'm seeing later on in the show at all. But I did like this start. At least teasing with multiple, not a lot of challengers for MJF. Keep him busy until at least All In London next year. And probably at least until the spring, honestly. We could potentially fight Will Ospreay for the World Championship when Will Ospreay now becomes back to AEW. Whenever that is, we wait and find out what that to say. So I heard he came back a couple of days ago. I got New Japan Pro Wrestling. And also Hiroshi Tanahashi's retirement match, to say the least. At Wrestle Kingdom 20, I heard. So, congratulations to Hiroshi Tanahashi. A great career, by the way. Great career for Tanahashi, for sure. Sadly, you can see him and John Cena for at least once, but that's going to make VKM for you, to say the least. You can even just got a Triple H show. It's a different conversation for another day, ladies and gentlemen. But this start, I actually like this start a lot, man. Give it an A-. Can confuse multiple people with MJF. I absolutely freaking love that, man. I absolutely like that, to say the least. I don't really care for a lights out matchup, but obviously Hook and Hobbs against Hangman and Swerve, but still. That could be interesting, at least some sport for just Dynamite next week, or tomorrow, to say the least. But this start gets an A-, man. Freaking great opening. Always MJF, agrees on the microphone, to say the least. Like, does a pretty good opening, to say the least, and A- is your grade. And on to the Death Riders. Claudio Castagnoli, Daniel Garcia, and Marina Shafir. I think that's how they are all right now. Too many Death Rider members. Not as much as Don Callis family members, but still. The Death Riders defeat Timeless Toni Storm, Roderick Strong, and Orange Cassidy in a New Year's Tornado Tag Team match. Give us a C+. You know me, I don't like trios matches at all, but at least it's like one female and two male wrestlers. But if you're going to do trios matches, those are the type of trios I would be doing. One female and two males. Not three males, not three females. You can do like one male and two females too. I don't mind that either. I won't ever get that, but still you get the point. I don't really care for this match, to say the least, though. And it's just New Year's style street for basically a tornado tag team match. Like, who cares, bro? We see tornado tags and regular standard tag team matches in AEW. Whatever, man. It is what it is. I didn't really care for this. So it's not a bad match. Get a C+. Just I feel like we can at least chime this down a little bit, to say the least. C+ is your grade, though. Moving on, it's a Bandito. A very underrated match here, to say the least. He defeats the Beast Mortos. Mr. Mercedes Moné. Nah, you lucky bastard, Beast. You're a lucky bastard, Mr. Mortos. You lucky man, to say the least. Oh. You know I had to say that, man. But you don't see much of Beast Mortos on Dynamite, so I can't really intimidate him when it comes to Mercedes. But you get the point, to say at least. Bandito defeats the Beast Mortos. Give us a B, actually. Not a bad match at all, man. I love Bandito. Bandito's freaking great. Big fan of his. Beast Martos is okay for what he is. Obviously, you guys should like him more. He's dating one of my favorite pro wrestler in all the industry at all time, Mercedes Moné, but still. My girl, obviously. But this was this is a pretty good match, if you ask me. Bandito is obviously great, obviously. But Beast Martos is okay for what he is. Give us a B. Just a good match and no story involved whatsoever. I will be honest about that, to say the least. So many match after match after matches on the show. At least we got one promo segment, and the promo segment was freaking great. But too many matches, man. I guess a pro wrestling show. This is a pro wrestling show, to say the least. But at least you can balance it out in between. This is what happens with AEW and WWE. They can do the complete opposite. WWE has had like the most random, just bizarre, weird matches. They're not even that good, honestly. I'm just talking to females. And then you have like good promo segments a lot of the rest of the shows. And then you have the complete opposite with AEW with that match after match after match and barely any stories involved. Rather get that involved, to say the least. But this match, Team Bandito and Beast Mortos will give it a B. And on to more filler here, man. I can't fucking speak, man. Brody King. It's been a long freaking couple of days, man. Pardon me, I guess. Brody King defeats Lee Johnson. See my nose. I kind of was like a crack in my voice there, honestly. Kind of stopped that little earlier, Lucas. I know. I'm crazy. It's a C-. But the worst thing on the fucking show. Who the fuck asked for this? Who asked for this, man? The answer is nobody. Nobody. Big fan of Brody King. Like him and Bandito's Brodito. Just don't care about this shit, man. The one you want me to say. C- is your grade. Moving on to Jon Moxley, the reigning defending AEW Continental Champion, one of the more billion championships in his company he's holding. John, he's not a belt collector even like Mercedes is, but still. It's just the amount of championships there's in All Elite Wrestling, man. Without, obviously, the initials AEW. Just AEW in general, the initials they have in their titles is fucking ridiculous, man. You have the Continental Championship, the National Championship, the Unified Championship. And that's just not even including the world titles and the TNT championships. You get the tag team titles, you get the trios titles. Like, holy shit, man. How many fucking titles do we need here in this company? Unbelievable, bro. Unbelievable. It is what it is. Jon Moxley, a reigning defending AEW Continental Champion, defeats Josh Alexander in AEW Continental Championship Eliminator match. Gave us a B+. I might be just I like the match quite a bit, actually. Moxley and Alexander are two great pro wrestlers, obviously. Was there anything else to get out of this match? No, it wasn't. But this gets a B+, so it's a fun match, don't get me wrong. Just on the pay-per-view for like a Your World's End or something like that. You cannot do that, obviously, because Moxley's involved in the Continental Classic, but still. This was like a match, like, ratings to say, at least my second channel, Lucas Young, go check that out, obviously, did my AEW World's End star ratings. This could have been on there if it was on a pay-per-view, but still. Nothing else to say, at least, here, in all honesty. It's a good match here, though. Very fun match. I'm a big fan of Josh Alexander. I think he's an underrated pro wrestler. Moxley, you know how great Moxley is. When he's not bleeding 24 non-stop 7, obviously. Not that I hate blood, you get the point, though. This gets a B+, so a very fun match if you ask me. That's all I can give you, though. All I can give you. On to more titles on the line. The second of 3 straight championship defenses on the show. Ricochet, the reigning defending AEW National Champion. I want to discuss that shit, remember? God, man, so many goddamn titles in this company, bro. It's not even funny. Ricochet, the reigning defending AEW National Champion, defeats Jack Perry to retain the AEW National Championship. A big, fat, fucking sick. Who asked for this? Who asked for this, dude? Oh my goodness, man. Despite with a C- and a C on this grade on the show, we wouldn't be kind of shocked this overall show grade, though. I think this is the last match I'm going to get into in a minute. Oh my goodness, man. Who asked for this? Tony Khan, bro. How many times do I have to tell you that there's not how many goddamn titles do we need in this company? I feel like I'm like a broken record. What's next? You get mixed tag team titles in AEW? Oh god, don't ever make me imagine that shit. Or you make an AEW trio championship involving one male, one female, one and 2 males? God forbid, man. God forbid, like mixed tag team titles. That will be freaking. I'm not against mixed tag team matches at all. But for titles, like, why? What are you gonna do? Like, couples? Like, we got my Beast Mortos and Mercedes Moné and that, my girl Mercedes. Who else? Maybe Toni Storm and Juice Robinson. Like, who else? I don't even know what you think. This is probably his thing I just share about that. But still. Like, they make me question that we have some matches like Toni Storm and the conglomeration members are Orange Cassidy, Roderick Strong, you name it. Against the Death Riders, Marina Shafir, and 2 other females. Like, it makes me think that they're heading that way for mixed tag team championships, man. I don't like that whatsoever. Don't mind mixed tag team matches at all. I love this year's match of AJ Lee and CM Punk against Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch at WrestlePalooza. See, those matches I don't mind. But did that have a championship involved for mixed tag team titles? No. I know it's different between AEW and WWE, but still, just an example I gotta share for you people. Just a small example, honestly. It came off the top of my head. But this gets a big fat C. Who fucking gave a shit? Because I know I didn't. I know I did, to say the least. But moving on, man, to your ladies and gentlemen, your main event match I gotta share about you in this AEW Dynamite review. Willow Nightingale, one half of the AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions. Shocked the shit out of me on Wednesday night. Defeats my girl Mercedes Moné in the main event to win the AEW TBS Championship. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, after 584 days as the reigning defending AEW TBS Champion, that is no more as Mercedes Moné took a clean pinfall loss. Oh, not roll up either. It's just a clean, like, Willow hit her finisher. And Mercedes did not kick out. She just basically took the pinfall. That shocked the shit out of me, I'm not gonna lie. But I gave us an A. Listen, this would have been an A+ if honestly Mercedes retained. Not because I'm just gonna play my fandom card on Mercedes. I love Mercedes. You know how much I love her, obviously. My favorite pro wrestler in the whole game. All time, honestly. It might take a lot of flack from that, but I don't give a flying fuck, obviously. My personal female goat, obviously. This is my preference, man. What do you want me to fucking say? Can't say I'm at least semi-wrong there either. Only if you're a WWE freako, obviously. But still. I was kind of shocked that Mercedes lost the championship on New Year's Smash, though. I knew she was going to be losing the title eventually, maybe, but I think it's been like the last title she lost on her collector's belt gimmick, to say the least. Like I was thinking, she always lost the Red Pearl British Championship to Alex Windsor in a Collision a couple weeks ago. She lost, what the fuck else she lost, bro? We lost obviously the championship of the AEW Women's World title against Chris Statler full year. And she lost at World's End the following pay-per-view. The woman's on a losing streak, bro. And what did I fucking tell you people is going to happen? All you people call Mercedes Moné, Mercedes Hogan. Man, do you look mentally stupid after that comment? The last couple months or so. It doesn't look like Mercedes Hogan to me. It's like Mercedes Brooklyn Brawler, if you ask me, the amount of losing she's been doing recently. Just saying. Now watch him come jumping down my throat. You're saying Mercedes is a job. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? No, that's not what I'm saying, bro. You just get it twisted to your thick skull, you stupid fuck. Oh, man. This match was great, though. And by the way, shout out to Willow Nightingale. Oh my goodness, man. What a freaking wrestler is Willow Nightingale, ladies and gentlemen. And what a moment. She becomes the first ever AEW, technically, double champion. Mercedes Moné has, 20 billion championships? But that was only one of them had to do with AEW. That's why it's not technically a double champion yet. It's only one was technically AEW, it's obviously the TBS Championship. But what a fucking moment for Willow Nightingale. Obviously a big fan of Torres. Not much Willow. I'm a big fan of Willow. Not much I am to Mercedes, obviously. But Willow is freaking great. Willow Nightingale is a freaking gem, bro. If she ever turns heel, that'd be a fucking crime, in my opinion. That woman should honestly be a babyface for life, man. Quite honestly, to say the least. As for Mercedes, man, oh man. The losing streak and the downfall continues for my girl Mercedes Moné. I gotta say, people, you better get this woman her fucking flowers, bro. Even if you want to defend a belt collector gimmick, that's fine. Want to defend her TBS title reign, that's fine. But you can't say that woman did not elevate Willow Nightingale on Wednesday night. And a lot of women in the past, like Statlander, Windsor, you name it. You can't say it because you look like a fucking idiot. The woman puts people over when she has to, when the time comes. And that was the time to come. The woman's just a fucking gem. Mercedes is great. She's phenomenal. Look at her track record, you numb nuts. You would know why she's one of the best, if not the GOAT, honestly, women's wrestling. Look at her fucking resume and come back to tell me she's not the fucking at least one of the GOATs. At bare minimum. Look at her resume, the matches, the storyline she had in WWE, obviously. You got to see any good storylines in AEW, but this is probably starting one of them at least, the downfall of her. I know it's just technically for her in general, but who the fuck cares if it's just for her in general, bruh? Not everything has to be a timeless Toni Storm and Mariah Mayfield in AEW. It doesn't always have to be the way. You can't always get a 2v2 when an all storyline or something. You can't always get that. You can get 1, you can get 3, 6, you name it. Not trios, but still, but you get the point. Every story does not have to be just one-on-one. Everything about is 2 people. It can be about 1, it can be about 2, it can be about 3, it can be about 4. You get the point, people. Mercedes is fucking incredible. Are you people like it or not? It's just a fact. This match on Wednesday night showed you that. Now, I technically would have her drop that championship minimum at Revolution. I'll be honest there. But that's just me. You can't say that woman this was is not at least great at what she does. She is fucking phenomenal. You look like an idiot every time you slam the woman's name. You look like fucking retards. In all honesty, you look like fucking retards. It's not just me being a fan. Mercedes is one of the best, if not the best in the world in this fucking whole industry in female wrestling right now. Whether you like it or not. Her match catalog explains it. What more do you not understand? The woman is just fucking great. And shout out to her. Shout out to Willow on a great performance on Wednesday night. And the downfall, Mercedes Moné continues to losing streak. Continues yet again. I'm always here for you, Mercedes. I just wanted to let you know that, to say the least. You know I love you. I love you, girl. Just get your head up, alright? Get a little bit. It's just me being fucking like comedy, honestly, in this podcast. God forbid I be that for once. But shout out to Mercedes, bro. Shout out to Willow. These two women put on a freaking great main event on Wednesday night. And it's shocked to see me seeing Mercedes drop it to not into 2026. She didn't go into 2026 as TBS Champion. That's shocked to shit on me, not gonna lie. I thought it was one of, if not the last title she drops, honestly. But hey, beggars can't be choosers. And plus, also, I see Toni cosplay with Kia title offer immediately. If she does goes on this losing streak, even more so. I make the TBS title at least a little bit and less prestigious, honestly. So then again, I can understand Tony Khan's stuff to say at least with that as well. What a fucking main event that was up here. Mercedes, Moné, and Willow Nightingale. And Willow Nightingale, I think this is the first woman that had pinned Mercedes 3 times since Mercedes has left WWE. Fucking crazy, bro. Granted, 2 of them was like, one of them was only roll-ups. One was the roll-up, now it's World's End. So 2 of them are actually clean finishes. Kind of crazy if you ask me. That's how great Willow Nightingale and that's how fucking phenomenal Mercedes Moné is. You don't get it twisted, people. I'm always a fair critiquer. Even for my favorites, I'm even more harsh from one of my favorites, honestly. How can I be harsh about this? How can I be harsh? There's nothing to hate here about. There's really nothing to hate about this. But obviously, rather would have been Mercedes dropped it to a minimum revolution. Yeah, so I would be dropping on pay-per-view. I understand your people about to saying that. But you can't say Willow Nightingale is a bad champion, be a bad person to dethrone her either for that TBS title. I know she's talking to be a double champion in AEW. That's just kind of ridiculous still, if you ask me. Makes you question why she is the AEW Women's Tag Team Champion. But still, man, beggars can't be fucking choosers, man. Just be happy for Willow Nightingale to say least. And just give the Mercedes Moné her fucking flowers. Will you people do that? Will you do that? Probably not, because you're a fucking egotistical, fucking deranged fucking idiot, to say the least. That's what I got to share about that main event, to say the least. Shout out to Mercedes, and shout out to Willow for putting on a great performance on Wednesday night. That match get an all-over show, all-over match grade of A. Best thing on the show, just edges out the opening segment we got here. As your overall show grade for AEW Dynamite New Year's Smash December 31st, 2025 is a B. That is your AEW Dynamite New Year's Smash December 31st, 2025 review on this podcast. Also, before I end today's podcast, I'm thinking like towards the end of the month, I'm going to be doing like a lot. First of all, I'm going to be doing more content on the second channel, Lucas C. Allen. But hopefully towards the end, maybe like January 31st, I would think. And maybe early, maybe February 1st, something like that. For the second channel, Lucas C. Allen. I'm going to start something new here on that channel. Go over my top 10 favorite matches throughout the whole month. So going in every month. Going to January, February, March, April. You get the point. And so on and so forth throughout the month of June or 2026 to say the least. So stay tuned for that to say the least. And thank y'all for watching your AEW Dynamite New Year's Smash December 31st, 2025 review on this podcast. Today being your Tuesday, January 6th, 2026. As always, catch up more content later on to hopefully say, knock on wood to say at least. I'll try knock on wood, but still, I'm not probably going to hear it. I'm knocking on my fucking, what am I fucking doing, man? Let's just get out of here to say at least. Until next time, trust me next time, everybody. Peace, love, everybody. I am out. Take care. Love y'all big time to say the least.